Welcome back to Two Fine Looking Brothers.
You thought this show was never coming back, but no, we're here, baby. We're on the highway right now, driving through SoFlo Antonio's territory.
We're driving through his intestinal tract right now.
Yeah, we're going to Tate's, but I think what's more important is that Two Fine Looking Brothers. It's the Fine Looking Brothers talk, RWBY.
This is the Fine Looking Brothers. Think about, discuss about, debate about, talk about RWBY, Volume 5, Episode 11, whatever this episode is called.
Bet you're wondering why we don't have any episodes this season.
Guys.
What? Well, bet you're wondering why we don't have any episodes really for this volume so far. It's because I tried doing RWBY videos on my Professor of Thrones account. Not happy with how it came out. Like, it was good, but it was just like not what I wanted. So I decided to hold off on doing RWBY videos on Professor of Thrones, and I decided to go back to our roots, baby, a more fun approach to RWBY episodes. That's why we're back with almost done with the volume, but I think we can start this off by talking about our opinions on the volume so far.
Yeah, and I also wasn't really feeling the podcast for earlier episodes.
Yeah, but earlier episodes are kind of slow. I think it's just getting picked up as the volume progresses.
Now I'm feeling it. Now I'm feeling ready to talk about it. This was a very this was an emotional episode.
It was an interesting, it's funny because it was very hard, but I kept on telling myself in my head, nothing bad is actually going to happen, if that makes sense. I was just going through my head, I'm just nothing bad's actually going to happen. It's going to be fine. I was just giving, I was answering every logical question in my head, and then so I was not nervous. I tried to, maintain a state of not nervousness, because if I was watching this alone at, 1 in the morning, I would be in a panic, you know what I mean?
How did that turn out for you?
What do you mean?
How did it?
I think it worked out because I was pretty calm, and I was able to logically answer every potential threat that approached the characters.
I was actually very scared until anything bad actually happened, in which case I immediately dismissed it as, it's gonna be fine. Oh, it's totally fine.
Yeah, okay, we're gonna do spoilers, obviously. Weiss gets stabbed.
Yeah, you've already seen the episode.
Yeah, Weiss gets stabbed, and she'll be fine. First of all, they're not gonna kill the W in the title. You know what I mean?
Okay, but it's very clearly non-fatal, right? It's through the side of the stomach.
Yeah, they made it apparent that it's not where Pyrrha got stabbed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's where Crow got stabbed, I think.
Yeah,
right.
I think so, something like that.
Yeah, he got hit in the side of the sternum area. So she's probably gonna be fine. I kept cheering for Jon to get his semblance, which.
I think that was the big crux of the episode, is to get your fucking semblance. And it's next episode, right? It's gonna happen.
I don't understand that it didn't happen this episode. It feels like
it's gonna be a big twist, because what they're doing is hey, you think his semblance is this? Here's an opportunity, and he doesn't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they're gonna do something that we're not expecting. They're kind of teasing, they're showing they're dismissing all the possible fan theories for his semblance. You know what I mean?
Didn't they explicitly dismiss something last episode? What was that?
Remember.
Do you remember?
What was last episode? It was 2 weeks ago. It was the one with it was the Blake one where they converted Ilya, right?
Yeah. Someone said something very explicitly, no, that's not. So,
that's Sean. I don't know who that is.
Osmond's no, my cane's not a relic.
Yeah, that was so stupid.
Yeah, it's
you couldn't handle that better. Write a better fucking line.
Come on, Carrie, you fucking bowl cut.
Fucking coconut head motherfucker.
Love you.
Anyway.
Why couldn't you come up with something better?
How does that line make it to the end? You know
Aaron Yeager looking motherfucker. You're gonna go slay those titans.
You mean Armin Arlet?
Armin Arlet, you little bitch. You little Armin Arlet.
Okay, it's the #1 Attack on Titan podcast. Anyway, back to RWBY. So, with this volume, because they don't really know our opinions on the volume, I think it's weird. It's a weird volume in that it's on it I have some major problems with it, which I'll get to, but
move over.
But yeah, I have some major problems with this volume that I'll get to, but it's overall, it's great. It's a great volume, but it's just I don't know. I don't like it as much as past volumes. I think this is a volume that's probably more conducive to binge watching, if that makes sense. Because it's weird, like, episode segmentation. It feels like one long episode in a way.
I mean, that's the whole show, but
yeah,
I don't know. I like this one more than 4.
I also think they need to stop sitting. They're stopping. They're correcting themselves, but I think they need to stop just sitting around and talking. Every episode, like, it's just them sitting around and talking, and a lot of times it's just the same shit. And I think they could easily do it. They could easily fix this with a visual. Like, you know, in Volume 2, when Yang was explaining to Blake her backstory, they do like that weird painting style, and they did it when Crow was explaining what he was doing on his mission or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like they could easily resolve this with something like that. It's not gonna. They're not doing Mortal Remnants. They could use that budget for the Mortal Remnant to fix that. And it's
that style.
Yeah, that style. And it's just like, why don't they do it?
That would be great.
And it's just instead of them just sitting there. But yeah, that's my biggest problem with this volume. Other than that, it's great.
I think the fights have been pretty weak, but this episode
was great.
Was really good. Yeah. I think they're getting a lot better.
I think we're like that. Like, this is so does Bulk come and like save him? Because the timelines we know are off. Like, I don't know if you've been watching Murder of Birds and stuff.
Yeah, no, they're definitely
Blake. What we're seeing for Blake is like roughly a month or a couple of weeks behind what we're seeing for Ruby and everyone. So when they decide to go to Haven, it's going to take them a couple of weeks to get there. It will match up perfectly to when they're there.
Which would make sense where everyone's like sort of fighting their old enemies.
Yeah.
And Adam's there sort of uncontested. You know,
yeah,
I feel like it would make sense for Blake to show up and be like, "Oh, you motherfucker!"
And then you know, Sun's gonna get fucked, and then
you think it's his time yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Are they gonna kill Adam this volume?
Adam needs to kill Sun first. That's just indisputable fact.
I am Sun Wukong, you little bitch.
I
cosplayed Sun Wukong, my little fucking rat tail.
You're penciled on, or you're sharpied on abs.
Oh, fuck.
My favorite thing you've ever done. I mean, I did them, but it was my favorite, thing. It's so funny.
So yeah, I mean, not much happened this episode. Like, I mean, Leo is a fucking spineless piece of shit. I loved that scene when, like, little cute boy Ozpin.
He walks up to him, he's like, he's not being controlled by Ozpin, but he's like, you know, I think I need to fight you.
Well, I mean, he has the same thoughts. So if Ozpin's in his head, like, hey, this guy fucked us over.
So you haven't seen Jake and Amir, but there's a great scene at the end of Jake and Amir, at the end of a Jake and Amir episode, where Amir just says something so horrible that Jake gets up and he's like, all right, well, I guess I need to fight you. And he's like, he just puts up his fists and he's like, get up, we need to fight. What? Why? You've gone too far. And then they just start fighting.
That's what it was like.
Yeah, he just walked there. He's like, well, like, and, I need to do this.
Lionheart is a fauness. If we didn't know that already.
Did we know that already? His name is Lionheart.
I don't know. But yeah, and he had his fucking dual disc, and he
summoned a trap card.
Activate my trap card. My blue eyes. It's so fucking bright. I can't see anything.
It's very bright. Well, why didn't you put your thing down?
I guess that's better.
Oh yeah, we're on the road again.
We're on the highway, yeah.
To hell.
But yeah, so is there anything else to talk about in this episode? Like, I mean, oh, John is great. I love him.
I mean, I like him.
He's an idiot.
I like that he tried. Like,
he is so good.
He hit her.
He's I don't know. He's my second favorite character, probably. I love him so much. He's the little boy. Well, I mean, people are gonna say like, oh, like he had the chance to kill Cinder and he didn't, but he came a lot closer than anyone else ever. He
cut
her. He cut her.
Yeah, he fucking hit a piece of the thing.
She's untouched, the fucking maiden. Like, she's untouchable.
Yeah.
And he cut her. I mean, he needs to just use his semblance. Like, Jesus Christ. He will beat her with his semblance, right? If it's not healing.
Is that what her, is that how she's gonna meet her end, eventually?
I want Jean to be the one to kill her.
Or is his semblance gonna be healing?
And Ruby used her silver eye thing again for like a little. It wasn't like a full thing. It was like a little like burst. It was like woo, and then it was like that's.
And it didn't even do anything. It just like messed up her arm.
She just got like triggered.
She just triggered her.
So the silver eye thing stopped the maiden power in action. So is that what it does? It's like stop. Is that part of the thing? It stops maiden powers. Because like you remember she was about to use charging up her arm or whatever. She went like,
that's what she did. Yeah.
And then Cinder immediately shot back her arm.
Yeah.
What? It's just like the best line ever. It's so weird to think that Cinder is Jessica Negri.
It is kind of odd, right? That someone, a lot of roles in RWBY are really reversed from whom they are.
I'm gonna miss my exit.
Speed up.
Running in the 90s.
Oh shit!
That's what happens when you don't pay attention to your exit, kids.
That was pretty
fucking initial D, if I say so myself.
But like, okay, so Cinder's Jessica Negri.
Jean is
Miles. Neptune is Carrie. Adam Torres is Garrett Hunter of Mega 64.
Yang and Barbara are the same person to me, so I don't really you know what I mean? Like, I don't really disassociate it to me.
I mean, like, Ty is Bernie, which is that's
Bernie.
Weird. I mean, I guess Bernie is a father.
Let me hear you do the voice.
Oh, this is gonna be Tokyo Drift.
Oh, I love this exit, baby.
All right, you ready for this? No one. If you made it this far in the comments, let us know. Just write.
It's gonna be the easiest deja vu ever. Though.
Oh shit! Oh, you're right. Gas, gas, gas! I'm gonna turn up the gas.
That was so easy.
Yeah, that was really.
Because usually there's like 50 cars around here trying to get through, and you just have to kind of like maneuver your way through.
You got to go across like 5 lanes of traffic to make a turn.
It's so badly designed.
Yes. All right. So anything else to say about this episode?
I don't think there's anything else to say.
No Neo. Fucking sucked.
Neo is gonna come back, but like she's gonna come back, and she's gonna be like. My theory is she's just gonna pretend like she's gonna start helping the good guys and not say anything and just pretend like.
Of course, she's not gonna say anything.
Like, you know what I mean? Though she's just gonna be like, oh, I was a good guy all along. What are you talking about? You know what I mean?
How's she gonna say that?
No, but she's gonna have that like attitude where she just starts helping them, and they're like, wait, why are you helping us? And she's like does a really little face.
And I will be.
She's too unique of a design to be thrown away.
I will be the most happy boy ever.
A little boy.
Wow, is that someone's weave on the street?
Come into my ball pit and be my clown. Ah!